Good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today. 17 years ago today, Stanislav Markelov and Anastasia Babarova lost their lives because of their advocacy for human rights. I want to express our solidarity with the antifascists of Russia and address what this day means for the anti-fascist struggle in my country. In the United States, today is celebrated as Martin Luther King Jr. Day in honor of the great civil rights leader. He's a national hero and every school teaches about him. But what they don't teach you is that his family still believes that the government was behind his assassination. Dr. King preached a radical gospel of love between different races and nations and emphasized our personal responsibility to stand up for the poor and the oppressed. Last year, 3 days before MLK Day, the city of Atlanta sent a bulldozer to clear an encampment right on the doorstep of Dr. King's historic Ebenezer Baptist Church. Cornelius Taylor, a 46-year-old houseless man, was crushed inside of his tent. In dark irony, this brutal act was committed in preparation for municipal MLK Day celebrations. He was killed not for resisting, but simply for being in the way. Also in Atlanta and around the world, the day before Martin Luther King Day is recognized as the Day of the Forest Defender in honor of Tortuguita, who was assassinated on this day by a joint police task force. Tortuguita's government name was Manuel Paez Terán. They took their nom de guerre from Little Turtle, a Miami chief who fought against American colonization. They were a street medic and a member of the International Workers of the World. And they came here to Atlanta to help us resist the construction of Cop City. Cop City is an urban warfare police training center built over the Weilani Forest, and Tortuguita camped there as part of a mass social movement to protect nature. They were shot 57 times in broad daylight, and this is just part of the state terror that they have inflicted to try to intimidate our movement. They've raided our houses and our common spaces. They've harassed us, doxed our personal information, and engaged in political prosecutions to try to get us to give up. But we persist because we listened to Dr. King when he said, quote, "You must have a deep belief in your own dignity, your worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel like you're nobody." When I stood with the others who had gathered in the name of justice for Cornelius Taylor, we held hands and said together as an affirmation, "I am worth." Once we know our own worth and our own power, we won't keep letting the government walk all over us because we have a human dignity to protect. That is exactly why the powers that be spend so much time trying to degrade us and make us forget that dignity, which is our basic right. When I think of revolutionary martyrs like Tortuguita and like Stanislav and Anastasia, it doesn't make me terrified. It makes me proud to be among such brave and virtuous company. It makes me remember the valiant anti-fascist partisans who saved the world from fascism before and faced the Nazi gallows in bold defiance to the bitter end. It makes me think of August Spies and the other Haymarket martyrs who said, quote, "The day will come when our silence will be more powerful than the voices you are throttling today." If we allow ourselves to be intimidated into compliance, then we would be failing to honor their sacrifice by finishing their work. We have to remember these people. We have to say their names. We have to continue to tell their stories and fight their battles. As we grieve their loss, we can take heart knowing that they are part of something much bigger than themselves, and that thing lives on through us.